Award-winning multimedia storytelling and a raucous repertoire, it is a modern, magical multimedia minstrel show. A multimedia collage combining superb storytelling, poetry, video, and a wide variety of musical genres. Whether you are looking for the wholesome goodness of a history lesson for high school students, a workshop on a lifetime as an entertainer, or an uproarious screed on current events, Chris Chandler can stage a show that you will be proud to present. Themes ripped from yesterday's newspaper and tomorrow's history books.
I've been making some films lately. That's my thing I'm most excited about. I have some DVDs for sale of some of the films that I've been making, and one of them that I am most proud of is a trilogy that I put together for my former home. I just came back from New Orleans. I'd like to do this piece for you. It was written on day 3 of the hurricane. I was in Pensacola. I was scheduled to play New Orleans that night.
Well, I can hear the band begin when the saints go marching in by the whisker on my chin, New Orleans.
And right now, today, as we watch your desperate desperados, at least now we know that you have always been there, and that the desperate do desperate things when made more desperate. But you have been made the lowest of the low. But it's from the lowest of the low that our Savior rises. Like a Savior born in the feeding trough of a jackass. You really are the birthplace of the blues. And America does not understand that you cannot feel the joy of song without first understanding the blue note of pain. It is pain that you have felt, so who can really blame you if you never really did say, "Good morning, America, how are you?" Because I don't recall America asking you.
The president flew on over in his big jet plane. Didn't stop for a photo op or to shake a hand.
Born in Georgia, the son of a Baptist minister, Chris Chandler found his own way of spreading the word. He takes the pulse of America and then, with equal parts acidic irony and utopian idealism, casts his prognosis to audiences.
What if there was a great awakening of atoms, where they all remembered their vast and intricate histories, an atomic explosion of memory? We might hear the tale of a fleck of lint floating in the air that was once part of a soldier's bootlace, which he gave to his beloved to lace her corset the night before he died in a forgotten battle, in a forgotten war. A fleck of lint that was once part of the molecular structure.
Whether it is a mega festival or an intimate coffee house, this show is fluid. It will fit to the shape of its container and always pours over the top. He has worked live with Allen Ginsberg, Ani DeFranco, Pete Seeger, and Mojo Nixon, and played on 2 Lollapalooza tours. Utah Phillips said, "He is the best performance poet I have ever seen."
A show does not need an audience. It needs sponsors. And that's the difference
because the 60s protesters, they were brought up with the brand loyalty of the 50s. And you can't blame them. Naturally, those kids queued up to buy all kinds of groovy mod gear and wear your love like heaven cosmetics. But today's protesters, they don't buy anything.
Imagine no possession.
They don't shop at the Gap.
I wonder if you can.
They boycott Coca-Cola.
No need for greed or hunger.
They run Walmart out of town.
Brotherhood of man.
Hell, they won't even go to Starbucks.
Imagine all the people sharing all the world.
It's ironic because
Chandler is a tireless activist, performing at the G8 Summit, the annual School of the Americas Watch, and countless anti-war demonstrations and September 11th remembrances, as well as labor picket lines and union halls.
This is not a folk song. It's about the way I feel.
You know, I guess most of my stories start off with the phrase, my car broke down, but this time the car didn't exactly break down. The engine, it fell out of the vehicle. Now, I don't know if you've ever had the engine fall out of your car or not, but trust me, it is a sight to behold. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and I called up my oldest friend in the world who said he'd be glad to drive the 3 hours down from Atlanta to get to LaGrange. I sat on a milk crate and panhandled change. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to panhandle change when you're wearing a t-shirt that says, "Just say no to a real job." But the folks at LaGrange...
He has recorded collaborations with Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul, and Mary, the Austin Lounge Lizards, Dar Williams, and many others.
And I still go down there and pray.
And that fleck of wind now has nothing but time on its hands to float in the air and sing of love and war and mythical beasts of beauty, of poverty, of sadness. And that fleck of wind now drifts unnoticed into your beer, and you drink it down, and it sees the joys and sorrows of your life until you are buried, forgotten in the earth. But you will rise again as grass, which is eaten by cows who go to slaughter and are served in a luxury hotel and washed down with a beer. And you, my friend, get to see Saturday night all over again.
It is a modern, magical, multimedia minstrel show. Part preacher, poet, huckster, wandering minstrel, and medicine show barker, Chandler casts a spell over the audience.
It makes no difference.
From folk festivals and coffee houses, to clubs and theaters from Vancouver Island to Miami, Florida, from California to the New England coast.
Does it mean a thing if it ain't got that swing? Come on, swing it, Mr. Chandler. Swing it, Mr. Chandler. Let that man tell us where all is solved. All is solved. All is solved.
He is himself the road.
Thank you very much.
He is himself a show that you will be proud to present.
We're in for a great night tonight.